This is Hamilton Book, the true story of this extraordinary founding father, the ultimate Alexander Hamilton biography and his American Revolution, written by Nick C. Gablern, read by John Hayes. Introduction. Alexander Hamilton was born in January 11, 1755, and met his end by a fatal bullet wound in a courageous effort to preserve his honor. He was one of the founding fathers of the United States, aside from being one of the outstanding American statesmen in history. He was a brilliant military technician, as well as a craftsman of words. He was one of the most compelling voices in early American history, and he was a strong proponent for the establishment of the American Constitution, a strong central government, and other reforms that shaped America as the country it is today. But who is Alexander Hamilton, the man? In this audiobook, we will outline some of the best and worst highlights of his life. No man's life is ever perfect, but that doesn't mean no one can be emulated. He had his shortcomings, but at times his faults were calculated to benefit the country. For instance, his betrayal of certain sensitive information to British intelligence during America's War for Independence was done in his mind to benefit the country as a whole. There were times when he had his hand in manipulating the electoral system, not because he wanted someone else to be president, but he did it so that Americans will avoid electing the worst candidates. However, there were times when he was purely human, such as in the Hamilton-Reynolds affair scandal. He was a fine man, but was also easily seduced. His was one of the earliest political sexual scandals in history. Yet at the end of the affair, he was able to secure the forgiveness of those that meant the most to him, his wife and family. He wasn't a completely religious man, yet he had morals that can be deemed second to none. Yes, he dueled, but that was the custom of the time. And just like Hamilton the lawyer, we should ask ourselves to judge him and his actions within the context of American life and law in his day, and not by a biased 21st century lens. May you enjoy listening this brief about Alexander Hamilton's life and major works, and appreciate his contribution to law and society. Thanks again for downloading this audiobook. I hope you enjoy it. Chapter 1. Birth and Personal Life. Disputes about Hamilton's actual date of birth. The actual birth date of Alexander Hamilton is a matter of dispute. Well, at least we can be certain of the month and day of his birth, January 11th. However, we cannot ascertain.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?